Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born in Salzburg, Austria on January 27, 1756, to his mother Anna Maria and his father Leopold Mozart, who was a composer and music teacher at Salzburg Cathedral. Mozart and his sister, Maria Anna, were the only two of their 7 children to survive. Little Wolfgang and his older sister Maria Anna were taught to play the clavier, a stringed keyboard instrument, from a young age. Both children showed immense musical talent. By the time he was 4 years old, Mozart could learn a song on the clavier in just 30 minutes. His father, Leopold Mozart, was a native of Germany and he also composed music, but was primarily a musician for the Prince Archbishop of Salzburg and pedagogue. He wrote a violin textbook that was well received when published in the year that Mozart was born. When just 3 years old, Mozart would listen to his sister's instruction on the clavier, and begin to strike thirds, being delighted with the blending of pitches. He composed over 600 works that are catalogued in the Koschel, and numbered according to the order in which they were composed. His earliest works, K. 1-5, were written in childhood, and continue to his unfinished Requiem, which is number K. 626. From the time he was 7, 1762, he began traveling with his father and family to perform in various locations around Europe. Notable locations include the Imperial Court in Vienna and Prague, as well as courts in Munich, Paris, and London. His first symphony was written when he was only 8 years old. While playing a series of concerts in Paris, Mozart published his first piece of music, a violin sonata in 5 parts. This Paris visit was marked by the appearance of Mozart's first published work, 4 piano sonatas, composed at age 10. At age 11, he wrote his first true opera, Apollo et Hyacinthus. While traveling with his father to Rome, having heard Allegri's Miserere in the Sistine Chapel, Mozart transcribed it from ear, creating an unauthorized copy of a work that was jealously guarded by the Vatican. Like many artistic personalities, his life was characterized by volatility, and periods of prosperity and enthusiasm were interspersed with times of depression and insolvency. He was awarded the Order of the Golden Spur, a papal order of knighthood, bestowed on those who have rendered distinguished service in propagating the Catholic faith, by Pope Clement XIV in 1770, for his many religious compositions. The music is not in the notes, but in the silence between Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. After the Italian tours, Mozart returned to Salzburg and began composing for the court of its new ruler, Prince Archbishop Hieronymus von Kuldo, but the work was unchallenging. In 1778, Mozart's father sent him to Paris with an order to put yourself in the company of the great. But now, Mozart was an adult musician who could barely speak French. Left out of high society and running out of money, Mozart and his mother, who was chaperoning him, holed up in a cold and old hotel in the second arrondissement. His mother fell ill with a fever, and she died on July 3, 1778 at the age of 57. Leopold Mozart ended up blaming his son for her death, believing that if his mother hadn't accompanied him to Paris, things would have turned out differently. Mozart and Constanze Weber married on the 4th of August 1782. During their marriage, Constanze was 6 times pregnant in 8 years, which exhausted her strength to such an extent that she was always tied to the bed. Of the 6 children she had, 4 died as infants. The reason for his early death probably wasn't poison. Mozart died when he was 35 years old, on December 5, 1791. The coroner reported the cause as severe miliary fever, but a rumor suggested he had been poisoned by Antonio Salieri, an influential opera composer and an exceptional musician who taught Ludwig van Beethoven. The rumor became entrenched in pop culture largely due to Peter Shaffer's 1979 play Amadeus and the subsequent Academy Award-winning 1984 film adaptation. But the gossip was seen as baseless back in the 18th century, having stemmed from a false report of poisoning in a Berlin newspaper a week after the composer passed away. The real cause behind Mozart's early death is likely much less nefarious, although it was never confirmed. On 27th of January 2006, all the church bells in Salzburg were rung simultaneously at the exact hour of his birth, in honor of Mozart's 250th birthday. His music and life are still widely celebrated. Named one of the greatest people of the millennium by Time, Mozart's fame has only grown since his death 226 years ago. New York City hosts the Mostly Mozart Festival at Lincoln Center for a month every summer, and Salzburg celebrates with an 11-day birthday party for the composer every January. In fact, an impressive percentage of Salzburg's economy is built on Mozart tourism, with everything from Mozart keychains to t-shirts to chocolate marzipan Mozart balls for sale in the city's historic Old Town. If you enjoyed the video and if you learned something, please like and subscribe. Thank you.